It sounds like something from a movie, but every year people go missing in national parks. In fact, the numbers are thought to be in the thousands. Sadly, although many of these people never return, some have, and their stories have creeped out and confused many people. It's fair to say that national parks are not the safest places. There are many places where someone could get lost, whether that be going the wrong way and straying off a path or getting injured and not being able to walk. What some have also picked up on is the fact that the National Park Services has no database on missing people. The fact these people go missing in their parks, you'd think they would have some kind of tracking system, but because of this, no one really knows how many people are currently missing in parks. There's also the sheer volume of missing people cases that would qualify as especially strange. One example is that of Stephen Kubacki. In February 1978, Stephen, who is a German student, went missing in the Great Lakes Triangle. It's a place that is known for its disappearance of hundreds of ships. Stephen said that he was going to go skiing, and this was backed up when his skis were found. They were found close to Lake Michigan. It was reported that Stephen was missing. Incredibly, 15 months later, Stephen knocked on his father's door and said that he doesn't remember what happened. He woke up over 700 miles away wearing different clothing. Stephen said that he didn't know how long he was gone for. He was considered a sane man and holds a PhD in clinical psychology. To this day, this case remains a mystery. A Reddit user who works for the national parks had this to say: "I worked for the National Park Service for 25 years, and my father did before me and my brother does now. I seem to recall that one example that was presented to me was untrue, and that other cases were not covered up. When someone disappears in a national park, there is a major search effort that usually involves multiple agencies. It's funded out of a major case fund, not the park's budget, so there's no reason to cut resources. Searches go on for days, sometimes longer, utilising helicopters, foot searches, horseback searches, interviews, trackers and other resources. It's true that some people are not found right away, and there have been a few that have never been found, or whose bodies have been located but in places that can't be accessed. All of these cases are explainable. There's nothing mysterious about them. The house on Myrtle Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana is home to at least 12 ghosts, the most famous being the ghost of Chloe. She is said to haunt the plantation and is seen wearing a green turban. Chloe was owned by the family, and due to certain events she's now believed to haunt the property. Over the years, people have come forward and said they've encountered her. It's not just Chloe that's said to have an evil presence here. There is also a mirror here that people believe is haunted. Transparent figures have been seen inside this mirror. The 217-year-old plantation has had many reports from its visitors. The most commonly seen thing here is handprints on the glass, and strange drip-like marks running down the mirror. What's strange though is when people try to clean it, the handprints return. Also, figures have been spotted around the mirror in old-fashioned clothing. It's believed to be one of the most haunted homes in America. One person said the following about their encounter: "While visiting here, I encountered something strange. I visited the plantation with my husband and saw something we couldn't explain. Me and my husband have never really been people who believe in the paranormal, but after this visit it changed us. While looking through the house, we came to this famous mirror. While looking into the mirror of my husband, we started pointing at what looked like a mannequin in the background. After seeing this, we then continued the tour. After 20 minutes, we asked some people if they had seen the old-looking mannequin in the mirror. However, they gave us a strange look and said there is nothing there. We made our way back to the mirror and couldn't find the mannequin. This confused us as it really looked like there was someone there. The person in question looked like she was in fancy dress and had brown hair. She had green eyes, and I remember the shoes being white and old-looking. To this day, we haven't been able to explain what we saw in the mirror. Before visiting here, we did know it was haunted, but as mentioned, we never really believed in the paranormal. We are confused how this object could have just vanished. We've now come to the conclusion that what we saw was not a mannequin, but rather a real person. After all, it was very detailed. It's not just these people that have encountered things. Over the years, many people have come forward with their encounters. Every so often the police will encounter things they can't explain. Some police have reported encounters with the paranormal. One place where police have encountered things they can't explain is the Navajo Reservation of the American Southwest. This location is known for mysterious and legendary stories, and the police here have encountered some strange things. Everything from apparitions to UFOs have been seen here. One specific creature that has been encountered is known as a skinwalker. In many Native American legends, a skinwalker is a person with the supernatural ability to turn into any creature. What makes these creatures hard to spot is the fact they can transform when they like. This helps them to blend in wherever they please. It's thought though that these creatures like to take the form of a coyote, wolf, fox, eagle or owl. The Navajo believe that if you lock eyes with a skinwalker, they can absorb themselves into your body. When police report these kind of encounters, they can be dismissed and mocked. The police at Navajo Reservation however have a different view on things. The NNR takes these cases very seriously, and will look into and try to understand each report. The reservation gives people somewhere to go for such cases. They have allowed people to talk to them, and have their cases investigated. One case was reported as the following. An unnamed person was driving late at night when they encountered something strange. Their headlights were reflecting a creature's eyes. However, this was an animal they had never seen before. As they drove towards the creature, it started running towards the car. The person put the car into reverse and tried to get out of there as quickly as they could. They said the creature looked to be humanoid in appearance, but was only around 2 feet tall. To this day they have no idea what they encountered. After investigations, a few cases have revealed some bizarre findings. Unexplained lights have been seen flying at high speeds. Some of these lights give off multiple colours and seem to defy the laws of physics. Others have reported seeing portals open up and then seeing these strange glowing objects fly into them. Glowing orbs have also been reported. They typically fly close to the ground and then shoot up vertically at tremendous speeds. The police have backed up these claims as they themselves have seen the strange phenomena. Whether people are telling the truth, something that's interesting is that police are coming forward with their testimonies. These strange events are still happening, and it seems even the police are no closer to finding out the truth. The story of Gunther Stoll still remains a mystery to this day. During 1984, Gunther was having a paranoid episode that was affecting his life. He would say things to his wife like, "I think they're after me." The wife had been hearing about this for a while due to Gunther mentioning it so much. However, one night tragedy would strike. The mystery would be named Yogzi. This story has left people wondering if Gunther's paranoia was based on something or someone real rather than imaginary. Strangely, on the night of the 25th of October, Gunther Stoll was sat down when he said the following: "I get it, I understand." Gunther quickly found a piece of blank paper and scribbled down Yogzi, or Y06TZE. Shortly after this he began to think what it could mean. Gunther then quickly left his house and got into his Volkswagen Golf. He was then seen at his favourite pub. After arriving he ordered a beer. However, before the drink could reach his lips he fell down to the floor. People that were around said he wasn't drunk, but he did seem to be stressed and nervous about something. Gunther quickly got to his feet and left the pub without giving much information away. After leaving, Gunther had been missing for around 2 hours before he visited an old friend. The woman said that she wasn't going to open the door and told him to go home. Eerily, before leaving, he said that horrible incidents would take place tonight. Sadly, that would happen. A few hours later, at 3 AM, a pair of truck drivers discovered a wrecked Volkswagen car in a ditch. The driver ran to the emergency telephone. It was discovered that Gunther was inside and was holding on to his last breath. He was able to reveal that it wasn't just him in the car but 4 others. He said that these 4 people were not friends and they had fled the scene. Unfortunately, Gunther did not survive and passed away while emergency services tried to get him to the hospital. The only bit of clue to his mystery is the note he wrote down before leaving his home. However, nobody has been able to figure out what it means. Some have speculated that Gunther was not well and this is why the events played out. However, others think there is a more sinister explanation. Some have actually put forward the theory that Yogsi was actually a license plate number, with certain letters getting mixed up with numbers. For example, the letter O might have been the number 0. Something happened that night that led to Gunther falling and hitting his head. It's thought he may have seen someone that was after him, and this caused him to go into shock. Others have put forward the theory that he was a whistleblower and was trying to uncover an operation. It's thought he left the house because he was trying to protect his wife. It seems this mystery is not close to being solved, and over the years many theories have been put forward. So what do you guys make of this case? And what do you think the cryptic message means? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This Bulgarian farmer has recently made an interesting discovery. This farmer came across this box which was locked up with a chain. At first he was confused as to what could be inside, but when he opened it was surprised by its contents. The farmer discovered what appeared to be the skull of what looks like a mythical creature. The farmer came across the discovery when he was ploughing a section of his field. A local historian at the time was researching for things to put inside his burg. The farmer approached him with this discovery. The farmer said the skull didn't look to be normal, and that he hadn't seen anything like it before. He said the skull was dog-like in appearance and that the cranium was enlarged. He pointed out that enlarged cranium is only found in primate species. After finding this, the man was confused and wanted answers for his discovery. He decided to take some photographs of the strange object and send them to government wildlife officials. After reviewing the photographs, the officials said it most likely belonged to a species of wolf. However, they added that the animal in question may have suffered from a disease. The disease in question would cause a skull to swell in size. In this case, it made the wolf's skull appear to be more human-like. However, the locals believe this skull may have belonged to a different type of creature. Some have suggested it may have been the skull of the Dogman. The Dogman is a humanoid dog-like creature that has been witnessed for over 100 years. The creature is believed to be relatively shy, but has occasionally made contact with humans. They're said to range from 5 to 7 foot tall and be very strong. These creatures are usually sighted at night, and those who witness them describe them as intimidating. The first known sighting of this creature occurred in 1887 in Wexford County. This was when 2 lumberjacks saw a creature whom they described as having a man's body and a dog's head. However, Indian legend says that these creatures will only harm you if you invite evil into yourself. Therefore, the creatures cannot harm you unprovoked. These creatures have been encountered all over the world, and people who encounter them seem to be sure of what they saw. They describe them as looking like a mix between a human and a wolf. Although not harmed, most individuals who encounter them find it hard to adjust to life afterwards. This is due to people not believing them and the actual encounter itself. Some have put forward the idea that this animal's skull resembles that of a baboon. So what do you guys make of these photographs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.